After 9 eons full of conflict, the 10th age begins on Dara. It belongs to the lizard races and their self-proclaimed god, the steward of the elements, Pyrdacor, at least in Aventuria. The High Dragon weeds out all other religions among the lizards, first and foremost those revering the sun god Prios. Under his rule and control of the element of humus, the lizard empire of Zethal flourishes in the south of Aventuria. His servant races conquer humans as slaves, who, for the first time, will become important for Aventurian history. 10,000 years before the fall of Bosporan, protected by the giantess Chalwan, the culture of the Sumerians arises. For their goddess Chalwan, they march into war against her power-hungry and corrupt rival, Pyrdacor. They colonize Miranor, where the culture of the Dorinthians emerges, but at the same time the lizards in Aventuria push them even further back. Pyrdacor uses his power over the elements in Miranor too, and turns a sea into the desert Nakamar. The 11th age dawns, and we are nearing modern days. In Aventuria, it is the age of elves and dwarves, although Pyrdacor prolongs the rulership of his lizards in the south far beyond the natural ways of the world. In Miranor, the Archaeans become rulers of a new giant empire. While the elves are said to have dreamt themselves into reality, a common theory states the dwarves were created to counterbalance Pyrdacor, with whose dragons and lizards they are soon embroiled in perpetual war. The High Elves succumb to Pyrdacor's influence and build elemental cities in his honor. As one of them, the Sky Tower in the far north is supposed to become the home of the elemental key of ice. But Pyrdacor's servant Pardana, who has been seduced by the Nameless One, betrays him. Declaring herself mistress of all elves in the north in 4000 before Bosporan's fall, she starts to turn her people into night elves, dark, twisted versions of themselves who serve only her. The surviving High Elves in the north become the Frost Elves. Around the same time, the dwarf Geode Brandon steals the elemental key of stone from Pyrdacor's horde, thereby claiming the power over all minerals for the dwarves. And so, Pyrdacor loses the key of ice and stone in quick succession and is no longer able to control their elemental servants for his ploys. Pardana declares war on all other High Elf cities, but is dragged into the Nether Hells and will not influence history for another millennium. The remaining High Elves turn on Pyrdacor. Pyrdacor decides to finally face his enemy Chalwan around 2300 years before the fall of Bosporan and destroys the Sumerian homelands. The Gulf of Piracum is where Chalwan's throne sank into the seas. The Sumerians are no longer a power in Aventuria and disperse to form new human tribes. Both the Miranian Bansumites and the Aventurian Telemides are their descendants. The gods decide to intervene. They send the High Dragon Famalor to strike Pyrdacor down once again. Under siege, Pyrdacor swears fealty to the Nameless One. Soon an army of the Nameless God's creatures destroy the last High Elven city of Tieshiana, which marks the end of this culture. In a grand ritual, Pyrdacor's empire of Zethal is separated from the plain of Aventuria, leaving behind only the lifeless Kom Desert. At the same time, the Archaeans in Miranor die, and their formerly flourishing grand empire sinks into chaos. With Pyrdacor's death, his rule over Aventuria is finally at an end, and the dwarves and the elves can finally, truly begin to flourish in their age.